Warning, seizures, seizures. You're going to literally die. Be careful. Don't watch this. You'll die. It's bad for you. Dying. Ooh. So we're finally playing Control, one of the most demanded games, according to the poll that I did. And also kind of in the Halloween spirit. This might be a little bit on the light side, but, you know, compromise. One of the top demanded games you guys want me to play, and also it's kind of a horror game-ish. It's at least frequently described as being a haunted house game, sort of. So it's a little bit in the spirit. Listen, I'll take what I can get. We gotta wait on Silent Hill 3 a little bit, because I'm still waiting for it to arrive. Because I forgot I didn't already own it. And it also isn't on the Xbox. So I need to track down a PS2 version and get that. It's supposed to be on the way already. And then I'll figure out how to record a PS2 game. That'll be an experience. Hopefully that all gets figured out in time to be active as a series around the time that we're playing, you know, hopefully that series is well underway by the time Halloween comes by, so that we have successfully done that. Oh, that's a lot of settings. Alright, I think I've got my settings customized. Let's give it a go.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie.
Shawshank Redemption.
The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello? Anyone here?
Federal Bureau of Control. Alright, right off the bat, we need you to calm down. A little photo there. So there appears to be nobody at the desk. Sorry, it's just part of the process of starting a new game on PC. I have a lot of screen tear. So let's try to calm that down. Federal Bureau of Control. Reminder. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2, pencils. Huh. Any object considered iconic representations of archetypical concept. Rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. Whoa, that got a lot more strange. Huh. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Starts with normal rule, which is weapons, then gets slightly stranger but not alien rule of like no information devices that connect to the internet and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, sure, this is a secret base. Then it gets really weird and says, and number 2 pencils and archetypical representations of concepts. And that's where things get really weird. This is where I should mention that yes, this is a blind playthrough. And no, I don't know what the fuck that's why? That's gotta be weird. That's... the reason for that's gotta be very strange. Did that door just open for me? Trippy. Like, violently opened for me. Internal lockdown in effect. Building lockdown in effect. Multiple containment breaches detected. Multiple building shifts detected. Head of research override. HRA protocol activated. Okay. Containment breaches and building shifts. This sounds like some SCP shit. I seem to be able to walk in just fine, considering the building's in lockdown. So that's a little weird. We're going heavy on brutalist architecture. Concrete, continuous shapes. Oh yeah. Why is there a painting of the back of a guy? Our bureau at work. He looks like he's sweeping. Head of research, Dr. Casper Darling. A beautiful game. I played Alan Wake a long time ago, but I didn't play its expansions. Director Zachariah Trench. And I never played Quantum Break because it just didn't seem very appealing. And also I didn't really want to try to let's play a game that had an episode of television as its cutscenes on a regular basis. That's like kind of oh, it's vibrating. Oh, weird. That's interesting. Huh.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
Don't feel too bad. I feel like they're a bureau that might specialize in specifically not letting you in. Somebody's selling an acoustic guitar. And they're like advertising for like things like clubs they're in, projects they're doing, maybe even their kids' fundraisers or something. That's like a hint of casualness you wouldn't expect perhaps from a place like this. What? Alright. It's like that one generic store where all you can buy is generics. There's some really strange details around here. Okay, they still record stuff on reels, and they have mechanical typewriters that type directly onto the paper. Huh. I should try to find when this game's taking... Wait, no, smartphones are in this game, but you have a tube TV? I was gonna say, like, I should figure out what era this takes place in, but they said smartphones and smart gaming devices. So, like, I assume, like basically, like, the Switch exists in this universe, or an equivalent out, therefore. This must have something to do with some of the other details that have come up. Security order. A shark and his, although secure, permission to, following basic protocol, shoot to kill. Good luck. Alright, well, we don't get anything out of that except there's a shark and shoot to kill, which I support that notion. Somebody's making strange noises. Kind of singing to himself. R4 reports reminder. Hello. As you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting for them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request Form R4E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Your best, the admin team. It's a gaming magazine. Let's work hard. His life is in your hands. Everybody's safety depends on you. So police officers, their lives depend on people in here? What are they doing?
Hello? Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, niin johan on helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
He did say work for the axe. But so this guy just reacted to your thoughts, didn't he? He just said it's a friendly face, and he's like, better than someone with no face. And I'm like, what? Isn't that your self-narration? What's happening? Yeah? How does a handprint end up upside down at that height on the wall? That's not where that should be. Oh, I'm here again, aren't I? Oh, hello.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Expenditure summary. Executive sector Q2. Staffing surveillance, data center initiative, construction, office equipment, janitorial costs, mold removal, HQ livability costs, for cost breakdown spreadsheet, blah blah blah. Several redactions, every document pretty much. They have TVs around here that are old enough to get static. Yeah, so this should be back where we started. There's a bunch of cars driving around outside. Society's still happening all on its own out there. What kind of confusing path did I take to end up behind that guy, then come back out over here? Huh. Seems like I had access to this from the beginning, didn't I?
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
It kind of feels like the American Horror Story music should be playing right now.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Oh, there we go. I didn't have mouse control for a bit there. That was a little weird. Oh, shift makes you run even faster. I thought it might be the slow movement, considering how fast you seem to move by default. An alarm. Oh. I'm sorry, coffee machine. There's definitely an alarm for something. A lockdown, I suppose. Reminder, RE, drafting any public-facing material. While penning any notifications of death related to Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. In the service of his/her country, regret, pride will be remembered. Do not say Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss, apologies, sorry. Ah, because if you apologize, you're admitting fault, which has a legal precedent that's a problem, actually. Scissors, Alaska. Huh. Am I going to be looking for Alaska? That guy's portrait is everywhere. Might be a bit of a narcissist. There he is again. Are you sure you want to investigate that noise? I don't know if I'd recommend that. Do not disturb. Trench. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all of my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara, not a single one. Trench. Okay, weird shit's definitely happening.
Shit. Shit.
Is that going to be the guy in all the
You
portraits?
want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really? And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one, ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner, and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Gun? What? Gun did this? Or this building? Altered world events. The board. I don't know what to think right now. So reality shifts in this game. Oh, over for the best with that jump. Oh my god. She just casually can do that. Neat. What are these little blue spots? Were those around before? Or did they come out of her? Like the first raid boss of Vault of Glass was like this kind of geometry. Ah, we're fine.
Same gun.
Oh, hi.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
Again. Fire service weapon. The headshots are not coming as easy as I would hope. Gah, there we go. Follow the board's instructions to complete the astral plane challenge. It regenerates ammunition automatically. Ah, it went away before I could finish reading it. I'm just gonna assume it just regenerates ammunition automatically in general. Their arms are weirdly long. I am not really blowing minds with this accuracy, am I? Ah! There we go. The melee is very strong. Yeah, so these things are coming out of them. Definitely. Bye. Oh, I have a blue health bar. Maybe I can heal now? Yeah. So they weren't getting picked up because I didn't need healing.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack.
that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Where'd the gun go? Where the ammo would potentially be if it was like a revolver that's just like a weird spinning track and like it's made of a bunch of squares that just kind of jiggle around. Is he in the gun? Did he get sucked into it? Like, is that a thing? I just walked over the body. We're still getting visions of him. Got a rock here. I assume he shot himself. He's got a kid. He's the same guy who said he couldn't trust anything. Did I press tab when I was over here? No. Oh. Hi, color scheme.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror.
Huh. Lip sync was all over the place there. Maybe, I don't know if it's on purpose or not. Recharging. Oop. Oh. Apparently, it does not automatically attack the direction that you're facing with the camera, but the way she's facing. Gotta be careful with that. Field research on Hiss entity. Hiss corrupted security guard. Confidential. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards use standard-issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to the corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that Hiss guards are protected by a shield of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shield a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they're best suited for? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat? These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge for the use of their weapons. Refer to file blip. Nope, not gonna get that. Emily Pope, Research Specialist. Is that my character's name? Because I thought it was. So much is expected from the director, the responsibility, the privilege. The viscera. Ah, my weapon's listed here. Service weapon OOP1KE. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Description, para-utility. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to blip. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of blip. The object will determine whether blip. If rejected, the application is terminated. This process is dictated by the blip. The criteria is unknown. Background. The object was discovered inside the oldest house, in the room that is now used by the director. The popular hypothesis Many forms throughout history. It's just so much is gone. Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varun Astra. All weapons that blip of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, blip. Every thought is incomplete. Objects of power. Whoa.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
You can rewatch those whenever you want to. Isn't that the guy that shot himself then? Presumably? Bit of a gap between his video game and real life appearances. Nope. That's still not happening. Jesse Faden, director. Wait, did I just replace the director? Like all around the building? Am I now the... What the fuck? I've never been to this building before today, have I? You have anything to say about this? Like we picked up the gun and rewrote history immediately? Like that's how it works or something? Wow, yeah. All the excessive portraits are of me now. I run this place now? So this must be an AWE. I'm one, essentially, now. That was like a trick shot.
Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
Oh boy. It's going down now.
Fine, says the dead man. Okay.
We can see each other through walls. I mean, because it's all glass. That's a pretty cool death animation. The way they explode into smoke. I was astonished how none of those shots landed at all. Could have gone better. Open loadout. A grip augment. Damage after a kill plus 29%. Like my next attack is higher damage. Health recovery on element pickup 24%. Okay. There's a lot going on here. Welcome to the oldest house. The oldest house. So that's the name of this place that we're in. Jesse Faden arrives at the oldest house, the headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control, to look for answers to the mysteries of her childhood. Huh. That's what this place is. When I'd mentioned that before. Are you alright? Alright, this is gonna be a thing. This game's gonna be a thing, alright. What? There's just floating people everywhere chanting backwards after I did a gunfight with the guards. Have I murdered a bunch of guards? Are they even real guards, or are they like augmented? Look at these computers they have. I guess they're them being anti-smart technology. Everything here is ancient, even though smartphones definitely exist now. So it's a modern or even future game, but stuff looks like this. What a trip. Oh, you see those dots from pretty far away. Okay. That makes me have to scrape up and down the walls a lot less while I look for everything. Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. on Chez Ambre. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready at Jude Lobby. She's turning 46. Oh. Remember that your wife's turning 46. It's her birthday. So he has to be reminded by like a secretary about his own wife's. Watch your step. Can't find the office? That seems to be a reference to the, they said they called it a building shift? Where things just go bonkers around here? Any more dots? I'm not seeing any, and they seem to render from pretty far away, so I don't think they're very hard to find. Well, this will be a trip. Does my wobble of the screen affect the wobble of the gun at all? I'm not sure. I don't think it does. Alright, well, stay tuned for more of this, guys. If you would like to pick this up, it's on, I believe it's on Xbox One and the Epic Game Store. And if you do happen to choose to buy it on Epic Game Store, then go ahead and just use the creator tag Sebastian SB, which will be listed in the description somewhere, if you would like to support the channel. Gives me a little bit of a kickback, that whole thing.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Oh, this is SCP as fuck.